Okay, last story. So this kind of circles back around to one of the things that we were talking about. I think it was yesterday when we were looking at the state law, and there was a booting company in Nashville, Tennessee, that sued the state of Tennessee and the Attorney General uh, for a law that was enacted on July 1st, capping the amount that can be put on boots. And we told the story about A1, also what was going on with that law and some of the the things that the policies that have been put in place. So, or the laws that have been put in place. So here's a story from yesterday, and Total Terror. They just put the boot on, warrants driver over predatory towing hotspot. People are facing $275 ransom payments. So booting companies face new law restricting circumstances on when they can boot and how much they can charge to release a vehicle. The law went into effect the first of this month, putting to an end ransom payments. That's exactly what it is, or that's exactly what it feels like. So it's called the Motion Act, signed into Tennessee, and in effect as of July 1st, aims to end predatory booting and towing practices seen in Memphis. So it does cover towing also. Several driver complaints were filed, mainly from out-of-state drivers who were booted at gas stations or truck stops after companies claimed the driver parked illegally. That's what we spoke about concerning A1. It's something Memphis resident Quincy Ferris has seen all too often. From the times I've seen, it is more out-of-town people that are not familiar with the city if you're stopping in a truck stop, because they do it at truck stops also, not just regular parking lots. They just put the boot on, Ferris told ABC affiliate. After being booted, companies would then charge extremely high prices, usually not accepting credit cards, to release the vehicle. The American Trucking Association referred to Memphis as a hotbed for illegal towing. ATA President and CEO Chris Spear recalled the story of a trucker being charged $275 to have a boot removed. They wouldn't accept a credit card payment, so the driver was forced to call her company to pay the fine, or it would be towed. The company reportedly paid thousands to have the vehicle returned from the impound yard. Ferris said he's heard of drivers being fired after the company was forced to release the truck. That's a shame. First of all, the driver might have to pay out of their own pocket $300 or $400, he said. The company they drive for might not even reimburse that driver, and that puts the driver at a disadvantage, and the company may terminate that driver because of that. The new bill hopes to put to an end stories like that by forcing booting companies to apply for a licensed boot. It also limits booting to commercial lots and requires booters to remove it within 30 minutes of the driver's call. And yesterday we read it was 45 minutes, but 30, 45 minutes, okay. Additionally, the highest a company can charge is $75 to remove a boot. Truckers within the state and those traveling through it are happy to see the law on their side. Predatory towing companies have taken advantage of the trucking industry for far too long, and will refuse to continue to make these ransom payments any longer, Spears wrote in a statement. The trucking business is essential to the health of Memphis and the rest of the state, with more than 90% of the cities relying on trucks to import goods. The industry also provides more than 250,000 jobs across the state. With the new bill, out-of-state truckers are that much safer from opportunistic booters and tow truck drivers. And it actually gives something in this, what to do if your car is towed, wrongfully or not. Retrieving a towed vehicle can be a hassle. So, obviously there are steps that can be taken, and this is the source for that is the Oregon Department of Justice. That doesn't really necessarily apply to Memphis, or it may. Certain steps might apply to Memphis. Yeah, it's look, we're speaking over the same subject again. It kind of confirms uh, some of the comments from yesterday as far as towing companies doing what they want to do. It's good that the law has been put into place. It's good that it's been made known to truckers across the country that are coming into the Memphis area. I know that it was explicitly said that all efforts were being made to avoid the Memphis area. That being the case, that hurts the Memphis economy. So it's good if it's being expressed. A new law has been put into place here in the Memphis area or in Tennessee as a whole, that it serves the truck drivers. They'll come in, spend whatever money needed to be spent. It helps the Memphis economy. Then there's other things that we can put that money into as a city and as a community. One action always affects another. So if we have predatory companies or bodies out doing things that's to the detriment of the entire whole and to the community, then we need things like these laws put into place to bring it back to where it's supposed to be. I'm glad that they did this. I don't have a business. I don't have a truck stop. But I know that the money that goes into those truck stops or the taxes that are collected are funneled back into the city. And that's where we have more money for programs for youth, for police, for utilities, for public works. Overall, it's a benefit. So it's good that they're putting those companies on notice. And if they violate that, the action needs to be taken. Accountability needs to be had. So I'm just glad to hear that this has been put into place. And I told you the story about my situation. Now, that was down in Mississippi when my car got towed. So obviously this is a known thing across maybe the industry. If there's not rules put into place, I can do what I want to do. So it goes across, it crosses all types of lines. I'm not sure exactly where it stops. And I haven't even heard the towing company's side of things. And that would be something I would be interested to hear, why they do whatever it is they're doing. But I know that the economy in Memphis suffers because of it. And just from that point, something needs to be done. It has. And the Motion Act is a good thing. All right, so we'll cut it there for today. I'm glad that there were some decent stories to cover and take a look at here in the Memphis City. Overall, the health is good in the city as far as I see it. Again, I went and did the Big River crossing. There was a lot of people out there. It's a beautiful day. Skyline is beautiful. And it's just been a blessing to be a part of Memphis and experience what all that Memphis has to offer. So I appreciate you joining me. Please feel free, comment, share your stories. And when we get on live stream, this is something we'll have an interaction back and forth on stream and continue to build the platform and the community, because I think all voices are necessary. I'll stream once I get to about 100 subscribers. So please like, subscribe, and comment as much as possible. I'll start streaming, set a time for the stream so we can get on at the same time and hopefully have a Discord, a conversation on the individual topics. And if there's anything out that you would be interested in hearing, please let me know. I can be reached at Direction Forward Memphis at gmail.com or in the comments here on the YouTube video. I'll be spreading out to other platforms also once the participation rises. But the goal right now is to grow the community, promote it, and hopefully I can serve as a platform to go back and forth on topics concerning Memphis as a whole and our community. So I appreciate it, you viewing, and we'll see you the next time. Thanks.